Hello, leaders. We are going to engage in our first digital storyboard coaching session. The book that we will be exploring is 212 Degrees Leadership, The 10 Rules for Highly Effective Leadership by Mac Anderson, and we will be looking at Chapter 1. 212 Degrees Leadership Introduction. There is a law of science that could change the way you think about leadership. At 211 degrees, water is hot. At 212 degrees, it boils. With boiling water comes steam, and steam can power a locomotive. And it's that one extra degree that makes all the difference. That is what this book is all about. How that one extra degree of leadership can make the difference not only in your own success, but also in the success of those you lead. Chapter 1. Think, serve, not lead. Leaders are great leaders because they are greater servants. The Way Up is Down by Francis Cosgrove. When your employees think of your leadership style, what do they see? Someone focused only on going up the organizational ladder? Or a servant leader? Someone committed to serving both your customers and your employees? Walt Disney was one of those leaders. In How to Be Like Walt, author Pat Williams recounts numerous examples of how Walt's servant leadership was just a part of who he was, including this one from actor Dean Jones. He recounts, a gardener at Disney Studios left some tools in an empty parking space. When a producer drove up and saw the tools in his space, he honked at the gardener and gave the poor man a chewing out. Walt walked up and interrupted the producer's tirade. "Hold it," he said. "Don't you ever treat one of my employees like that. This man has been with me longer than you have, so you'd better be good to him." Serve. That was Walt. To his employees, he was not only a leader, he was their defender and their servant. That's what separates leaders from bosses. Seeing a true leader, a true servant leader in action can truly change your life. While I've had the good fortune to meet many successful business people, authors, and speakers during my career, I've never met anyone that walked the talk more than Ken Blanchard. Over the last 20 years, Ken has probably sold more books than any other business author in this lifetime. Servant leadership is all about making the goals clear and then rolling your sleeves up and doing whatever it takes to help people win. In that situation, they don't work for you. You work for them. Remember that. The goal of many leaders is to get people to think more highly of the leader. The goal of a great leader is to help people to think highly of themselves. While visiting him at his San Diego office, I learned that one of his employees who worked in the warehouse had recently passed away. Ken had invited the employee's wife to come to his office. When she arrived, he spent an hour walking around with her carrying a tape recorder to record all of the wonderful memories that other employees had of her husband. When the wife left, she said it was a day that she'd never forget. You see, what many leaders would have considered a waste of time, Ken saw as an opportunity to serve and to thank his people. He doesn't do it because it's expected of him. He does it because he truly cares. It comes from the heart, and his people love him for being the servant leader that he is. Remember, team, the first responsibility of a leader is to define reality. The last is to say thank you. In between, the leader is a servant. Servant leaders are those others want to follow. In his book, The Right to Lead, John C. Maxwell points out that an effective leader is someone others can trust to take them where they want to go. Here are his guidelines for becoming that type of leader. Number 1, let go of your ego. The truly great leaders are not in leadership for personal gain. They lead in order to serve other people. Number 2, become a good follower first. Rare is the effective leader who didn't learn to become a good follower first. That is why a leadership institution such as the United States Military Academy teaches its officers to become effective followers first, and why West Point has produced more leaders than the Harvard Business School. Number 3, build positive relationships. Leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. Today's generation of leaders seem particularly aware of this because title and position mean so little to them. They know intuitively that people go along with people they get along with. Number 4, work with excellence. No one respects and follows mediocrity. Leaders who earn the right to lead give their all to what they do. They bring into play not only their skills and talents, but also great passion and hard work. They perform on the highest level of which they are capable. Number 5, rely on discipline, not emotion. Leadership is often easy during the good times. It's when everything seems to be against you, when you're out of energy and you don't want to lead, that you earn your place as a leader. Number 6, make adding value your goal. When you look at the leaders whose names are revered long after they have finished leading, you find that they were men and women who helped people to live better lives and reach their potential. That is the highest calling of leadership and its highest value. Number 7, give your power away. One of the ironies of leadership is that you become a better leader by sharing whatever power you have, not by saving it all for yourself. If you use your power to empower others, your leadership will extend far beyond your grasp. And remember, team, organizations exist to serve, period. Leaders live to serve, period. By Tom Peters. As we finish up chapter 1, think, serve, not lead, I want to leave you with this last quote. Good leaders must first become good servants, by Robert Greenleaf.